Hi, this is Claire again with the full moon card, and we are using the Smith Waite pocket version. It's a German edition, so you have these lovely, do we have them here somewhere? Königin, like an Ö, these lovely words on them. Yes, I prefer pocket versions for readings because they don't take up so much space. So if you want to add some cards to clarify something, it's much more easy than, yes, to me. Everyone prefers different things, and this is actually my working deck. Yes, I get sometimes questions like, do you use your working cards for your own private readings for yourself too? And yes, I do. Everyone has his or her philosophy concerning this. I know lots of people who prefer to have their own deck for themselves, for doing readings just for themselves. But my personal attitude towards this is that my working deck has to be clean, like spiritually clean. And if the cards are not as clean as that I would use them for myself, if I feel there is something attached to them, they are not like, yes, they have like pollution, spiritual pollution somehow, then I would not want to use them for my clients either. So this is my approach. I don't like to use other cards for my clients and for myself. And also, I think there is a benefit to them. You might know this from yourself. If you had a deck that you have not used for a long time and you take it for a reading for the first time after some time has passed, then you will know this feeling of the cards, like they are like cold. They are not they don't have a vibe, so to speak. This is like they have not been used, and so they are not warmed up, if you want to say it like in sports. Yes, when you do a warm up and then you do your exercises. So these cards are not warm. They are not like in working temperature, so to speak. This is a bit difficult to say in German and in English too. So I prefer cards who are used often, because these cards are in the flow, spiritually speaking. You don't have to wake them up. They have not been sleeping for a long time. You could say it like this. So I really prefer it, and I would never use a deck that does not feel clean for my clients. So yes, it's no difference if I use them for myself or for them, because they have to be clean anyway. Yes, this is my personal approach. I know some people prefer it in different ways, and that's totally okay. But if you work for clients, keep them clean. Yes, and you can do this in many different ways. For example, many people use smudging and incense. For the cards, you could also use like a little handkerchief and you put some drops of essential oil on it. Like, for example, lavender, mint, lemon are great for this. And then you let it evaporate a little bit, so the essential oil won't damage the color of the cards when it's still liquid. So evaporate a bit, and then you wrap it around the cards. Or for very difficult cases, you could also wrap the cards into a handkerchief or something like that, and then put them into salt overnight to get bad energies out of them. Because sometimes you had really hard topics that have a certain heaviness to them, and you want to get rid of it. So yes, then you can use this method. There are many more methods, of course. Some people prefer to use crystals, or maybe they use a crystal and go around the sides of the cards to cleanse them, like rock crystal or hematite, for example. It's a black silvery black stone which is said to absorb negative energies. So you can do many things. Choose something that works for you and stick with it. This is for me always the most important thing. It's always good if you have a method and you don't change it too often, or you only change it if it's really an advancement and not just like it's a newest trend, everyone is doing it, right? Keep your spiritual friends or your spiritual methods that you are used to do, because there is a certain magic or a certain energy in repetition itself, in doing it the same way over and over again. Like Granny did it like this way, and I still do it like that way. And so power is built up in using the same thing. Yes, this is what I mean. So some words on this, but now we will have a look at the cards. And this is a very harmonious full moon reading. So you can relax. Yes, we are having a look first at the Knight of Cups, Ritter der Kelche, as we say in German. And he is something friendly, something benevolent, something smooth and gentle that comes into your life. And as a little helper in your mind. I don't know how you say it in English, like a remembrance helper. You could say, whenever you see a knight, this is something that rides into your life, right? It comes into your life. And of course, the cups are gentle. It's the element of water. So we are here with intuition. We are with our feelings, with our gut feeling also, very important here, with our instincts and all the things in life that you can't really put into words, but that are helpful. Yes. And we have here many informations also coming into your life. Like this chalice can... yes, it can have many different meanings, and I have to explore some of them for you so you get the whole picture. Because when we say informations, positive informations are coming into your life, most likely we will think of emails, messages, yes, spoken words and so on. But these informations can also be, we are here with the element of water, the element of intuition, but also of the arts. This can also come in ways of arts, like music, for example, or the next book you are reading, or maybe a series, or a drama, or whatever you prefer. This can be things like this too. Yes, something in the cinema or some things like that. It does not have to be information like you get told something with words, like you get an actual information. It can also be like, oh, we have a new summer hit song, and I'm also reading this book, and then I saw this artist or an inspiring YouTube video, and now everything like this is intermingling. And because these things intermingle, you get an idea of something creative or something positive you want to do in your life. Yes, it intermingles and it becomes one message from life to you. And life has its very own ways to give us messages. Yes, you have this beautiful saying in English, we don't have it in German, God moves in mysterious ways. So destiny finds a way to reach us and to make us see the signs, yes, if it wants to. So this is a typical card for this. Also, this is very important in some readings. When you are reading the tarot cards, you get informations that are very strict. Like it is, you have to do this and that, and then you will reach your goal. And if you don't do it, it doesn't happen. So this card is different. It comes into your life and you won't miss it, right? It's not that you have to do a certain thing and then it will happen. It's an energy that is, so to speak, for free. It comes, it is there, and you had to say no in an active way to prevent it, right? For example, with this card, it would mean that you are going totally against your feelings and you are closing your eyes and you are just like, no, I don't want to see it. If you behave like that, you can miss him. But if you don't do it, then you won't miss him. It's a friendly and gentle energy that comes into your life, and it's not something that is competitive or something you have to achieve first. It's like a gift from life, you could say, this night. Yes, and it's especially interesting with the next card, the card next to it, the Six of Cups. And this card has different layers of meaning, like most cards, and we will have a look at them now. First of all, this is a card of childhood and youth. Yes, I don't know, in Germany there is a lot of talk about working with the inner child, caring for the inner child. I think it's in your country, the topic is also known. And I also like to add, please don't look just at your inner child, also look at your inner teenager, right? Because these are also very interesting years, and years that give a certain imprint to our character. Like I, for example, recognize that I still like to hear music and things from this time, from time to time again. Yes, of course, what's now, but still I like it. Yes, and so it's not just childhood, it's also about your youth years. Yes, so have a look at it. And sometimes it's not so much about doing what you did in this time. Like I liked, for example, I liked drawing when I was younger, so I started to draw again. This can happen, but it can also be the vibe of what you did. Yes, that you are searching for a certain feeling, maybe the freedom you felt when you heard a certain kind of music. Yes, for example, a part of my youth was when the Love Parade in Berlin was really big, techno was really big, house music, all of this. And I still enjoy house music a lot because it's like an anchor back to this time. Yes, but the essential thing is not really the music itself, it's more the feeling of freedom that we had in this time and the optimism we had. It's when you see these days and these times, you even feel like we were so naive in this time, but naive in a very good way. Yes, so this brings me back to my youth, and then I'm feeling young and happy and inspired, and it's more about the vibe itself. So I'm not listening to the house music of this time, because, and also techno from this time is really outdated. It did not age very well in many parts. Maybe Westbam, if you know him, he is timeless, and others too. But yes, some things. Oh. They belong to this time. Yes, I like to listen to things from today more. But you get what I mean. Yes, it's about the vibe. It's about the feelings you had in this time and what was good to you. And you can achieve it now again. Yes, it's like an opening to this also innocent energy of that time. The dreams we had. Yes. So this is this. And on another layer of meanings, we have here the number 6 and the cups. And the cups are, as I have said it before, it's about intuition, feelings, gut feelings, the inner knowing, inspiration, arts also. But it's also, yes, the flow of life. So it's a flowing energy. It's the element of water. It's not stagnant. Right? At least these cards are not stagnant water. And the number 6 is in the Kabbalistic tree of life. It's the number of the sun principle, like in astrology, the sun. So it's about warmth, it's about glow, it's about, we call this heart warmth. Oh, it's a tongue breaker in English. So the warmth of the heart. We call this in German, so it's a feeling of gentleness, of compassion also, of friendliness towards life, towards other, but it has a sunny energy. Sunny not in the meaning of over the top, it's still grounded, but it has this sunshine energy, like when we go back to the Love Parade, let the sun shine in your heart, for everyone who remembers this song. Yes, so this is this energy. And it's not pushing, it's not demanding. You don't have to be the greatest. You don't have to be, better than others. It's not about comparing yourself to others. This is free of this. This is just for yourself. Yes, this is something I have to add with this card too. And now we have a very, very interesting finisher here, the Emperor. Der Herrscher, as we say in German. And the Emperor also has many interesting layers of meanings. First of all, he is like a bureaucracy card. He is order. Yes, it is like rules and structure and systems, and everything can feel a bit strict around him, but it always depends on the situation. We also see here, I will explain further in a moment, we also see here orange. We see the Aries energy. He belongs to the Aries in the zodiac, and his red clothing. So there is a lot of energy. Yes, and Aries belongs to Mars in astrology, so this is power. Yes, the ram will go like through the wall with his head if it needs to be. So this is also what we call in German, we have this word Grünkraft, which means green power, you could say. And when we look back at history a little bit, back, then we are with the old Romans. And in old Rome, Mars was not just a god of war and strategy. He was also, in the beginning, a god of agriculture. And some astrologists use this analogy, like when you have a plant and it's still a seed and the seedling is pushing through the earth, you need a lot of this green power, of this energy. Yes? A seed cannot ask the earth, oh, please, would you go to the side so I can come out? He or it, I think in English you say it, needs to push through the earth actively. Yes, it won't be gifted to you. You really have to do it. It's the pushing energy, but in a positive way. So he is, of course, very interesting with these cups here. And the element of water can be a little bit like difficult to grasp. It's so fluid, right? And he gives the structure and the order to it. And this is something very positive with these two cards. It's not a negative meaning, like he is not like diminishing it or ruling over it, making it smaller, putting it into small boxes or things like that. He is giving space to it. Like, for example, we need an example. if this is something creative, let's say you like to draw again, like you did as a child, and somehow everyday life is stressful and you never seem to get a moment to do it, and you are discussing with yourself but you never seem to find it. And he is the energy like, I will do it on Thursday at 5 p.m. every Thursday. So here we go. Yes, it's like he is in reality, he is making space for things. He is providing space because you make rules and you stick to them for yourself. So this is also very good to not to how you say, to give out too much energy. Like when you are, for example, you want to draw and you start discussing with yourself every day, like, oh, I should do it, but then you don't do it because you didn't have a rule, so to speak. Then he is your helper to keep your energy together, because I have a rule, I will do it on Thursday. Yes, for example, it's just an example, but his energy is very, very helpful, especially in the creative field. You can ask any artist, anyone who is working also spiritually, when you stick to your rules and when you have a certain attitude, like I really take this serious and I make the space for it in my schedule and I will stick to it, yes, then your talents can begin to unfold. Yes, because you don't discuss with yourself every time. And it's not like fighting against everything else in your schedule because you have a rule and you stick to it. Yes, so this is what I mean. He is not like, diminishing things. Like, oh no, I have to do it like this because there's this stupid rule. And this can be the case with him. Yes, with different cards before, it would be different. But here, he is like the structure provider that it really happens, you could say, in my funny English. You know what I mean. So when we wrap up these cards, we see here good things riding into your life, creative things, good messages, things that touch your heart and really improve your life. And you don't have to be afraid that you could miss it, because this is an energy you clearly had to close your eyes and say no, 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 if you want to avoid him. He comes gently and friendly and you don't miss him, right? The middle card is about the warmth of the heart. Yes, sunny energy, friendly energy in your feelings, the cups, and also your inner youth, your inner child. Have a look back at this time. Maybe you do a little journaling or something like that. You remember the music you heard. Maybe you were in a certain subculture or things like that. Or maybe you are, if you are a bit younger. So yes, what we watched on TV, the films we saw, everything like this. Yes, have a look at it and you will find inspirations. And it does not have to be a direct thing like I painted and now I want to paint again, for example. It can also be around the vibe of something you like, that you want to achieve this vibe, but maybe as an adult you have changed and now you prefer other things to achieve this vibe in your life. This is totally okay too. It's mostly about the feelings, the vibe, this feeling young again, people sometimes say, and this is meant with this card. And then we have our lovely emperor here. He is really, he shows his chocolate side, as we say in German. And this means he is the friendly, paternal energy which works for you in bringing in structure and order, and you really make it happen because you have a certain you have a certain environment, or you made space for it, like time or a certain place, or you get certain things you need for making it happen, yes, like materials and things like that. So he is a practical side of this, so this really happens, yes? So these are the full moon cards for this time, and we will see each other next time again.